Morning everyone, Bill Hurtado with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Frederick, Colorado is 25 miles north of Denver here. I'll even show you that on the nav system when we get inside and look at the dash on there. But today I have a special treat for you. We just took in this beautiful 2020 Allegro Red. This is the 37 PA floor plan. Coincidentally, red stands for rear engine diesel. Now this is the initial step in the diesel lineup for Allegro. But despite the fact that this is considered an entry-level diesel, it has a lot of really nice features and is absolutely gorgeous. So if you're not looking to break the bank on something that is just a little over the top or ostentatious, then this is the way to go. This is a wonderful piece. You're going to absolutely love this thing. And let me make a point about Transwest. We are a premier RV dealership here. We have a huge chassis shop. We service all brands of chassis and RVs. We have two enormous shops, coach and chassis. And we're going to make sure this thing is tip-top, perfect condition for you when you come to pick this up. So let's take a look at this. This 37 PA coincidentally is the #1 floor plan for Allegro for many, many years running now. So I'm going to show you why this 39-foot coach is probably the best option for you. I think you're really going to love this floor plan. One thing I'm going to do different today than I've done in the past is I'm starting off with the slides in. So when I go inside, I want to show you how much space I have while we're in the travel position, and then you can watch the slides open up and this thing transform into an absolute gorgeous living arrangement inside there. So let's talk a little bit about this. This 2020 model has about 24,000 miles on it. So with your 5-year 100,000 mile engine warranty, 5-year 200,000 mile transmission warranty, and 3-year 50,000 mile chassis warranty, this thing is worry-free for you. So you're starting off still under warranty on everything chassis related here, which is a good thing. So let's talk about what Allegro has done on this unit. Like I say, there's a lot of nice upgrades on this entry-level diesel pusher. For example, Allegro opted to put on the 30-inch wide step up here in the front. So very easy entry into this thing. You don't have to worry about that narrow space trying to get in and out of this. Has a magnificent paint job on this thing. They really do a nice job with that. We've got Michelin tires and the Alcoa aluminum wheels. Dual fuel fill, so you can get fuel from either side. And then over here, your 4 6-volt batteries are on a slide tray, so very easy to service those. This is an amazing storage area underneath. Now, you could add slide trays to this if you so desire, but there is so much room in there right now that it's very easy to access anything you have down inside there. You'll notice over to the right, we have our disconnect switches for the inverter and the house batteries. So those are very easy to get to, and obviously very easy to see what handles what as far as reset for the breakers. This does have dual furnaces, so front and rear. You can keep this coach at different temperatures front and rear, as well as this has the 3rd roof air conditioner. So it has the 3 15,000 BTU air conditioners with heat pumps. Again, you can keep your temperature different front and rear in this thing, be it cool or warm, whichever way you want to go. Outside entertainment center with its own sound bar up here. And I don't have the awning out right now, but that makes a really nice patio over the TV out here. So even if it's raining, you can enjoy some time outside. Come on, there we go. So this little hatch here is just access to the back of the refrigerator in case you need to look for a leak back here or unplug the thing to remove it. You can get to your lines that go up to your filter system there. This is just access to your holding tanks. But I want to make mention that I really like the way Allegro designed this, because your freshwater tank of 90 gallons and your two holding tanks up here for black and gray, those go fully side to side, as does the LP tank over on the other side. I'll show you that when we get there. So no matter what your levels are in your tanks, you're never going to have a ballast issue being heavy on one side or the other. It's always going to be the same weight evenly going down. So just a little thing I like to touch upon, because not all manufacturers do that. All right. Despite the fact that the slides are in right now, I wanted to show you that these are all side opening baggage doors. So if your doors are open and we open the slides, we're never going to be encroaching the space where these are. No worries about maybe a lanyard came loose and your door went up too high and you open the slide and hit it. It's never going to happen with your side opening baggage doors. 231 series chassis batteries over here in this compartment. And this is just a area where you've got your controllers for your slide rooms over here. More electrical components back here for the chassis. And then they had a little bit of space right here, so they gave it to you so you can store some things in there as well. And that is a metal lined compartment right there with its own drain out in case anything gets in there. But good place to store some fluids in maybe taller containers, as well as the other side. I'll show you that has another storage area for some of your fluids that you may want to carry with you. All right, so this does have the 360 Cummins engine, Allison transmission, 10,000 pound tow rating on this. This has 800 foot-pounds of torque. Now when you look at this and you think, a 360 with 800, is that enough power? Well, manufacturers purposely build or order a chassis for their unit based on that unit's weight. And I gotta tell you, this thing runs like a scared rabbit. There is no need to spend an extra $100,000 to get a larger block engine with more torque so that you can go 5 miles an hour faster up the hill. This is a perfect match, weight to torque ratio. So I absolutely love driving this thing. Drove it around this morning and I was really impressed. Excellent acceleration, very quiet, and of course Freightliner chassis with the V-Ride technology, it's smooth as silk. So it's like the best of all worlds in this unit right here. 10,000 pound hitch capacity back here, 7-way plug so you can always adapt down to tow anything you want wiring wise. Let me point out that this has easy access into the back where your rear radiator is here, and you've got your air filter debris indicator, oil fill, OBD check, you've got coolant reservoir tank over here, transmission fluid level here, and an oil check and transmission oil check over here. So everything right up at eye level, very easy to get to. You know exactly where you stand. So very nice and convenient. Simplicity. It's all about simplicity on this coach. Maybe not some of the real fancy frills that you see in the more expensive stuff, but that's okay. You don't have the power cord reel over here, but still very easy to access. Even if the slide was out right here, it's very easy to get into this very large compartment right here and access my 50 amp cord. There is a 13-gallon DEF tank on this. That's diesel emission fluid. So that has a gauge out here, and of course a gauge on the dash built into the OptiView system that Freightliner has on this unit. This compartment over here is what we commonly refer to as the wet bay. Now, working from left to right, we've got an easy access to our city water connection and our black tank flush out. Right below that, you'll see a grommet built into the side where your hose can come up through there, so you can still keep your door closed while you're hooked up to water over here. Sewer, so there's your tanks coming fully side to side like I mentioned, and of course a direct drain down through the bottom right there, so easy to get full dispensation of your waste and your wastewater and your gray water that way. Up on the top over there we have a bypass valve for the fresh water tank. So when you're hooked up to city water, you can turn that over to bypass, and what that's going to do is fill your fresh water tank via your city water connection. So when you see the water shoot out through the bottom, then you know your tank is full. Turn it back to normal flow. For winterizing purposes, you're going to have the bypass valve turned straight down, or well, the handle will be up straight down so it bypasses the water heater. And then, like I mentioned, your tank fill over here, that's your high-speed tank fill off the city water. Outside shower, hot and cold running water outside here. Color-coded lines so you know exactly what is cold, which is a hot line. This is a heated bay out here, so it protects your water pump and your tanks. Separate water pump switch. You're not yelling inside, hey honey, turn the pump on for me. And then it's off right now because we have this winterized, but full water filtration system on this unit. So again, simple, very easy to understand and use everything like you want. This is the other side of our huge bay storage underneath, and this has a really beautiful porcelain tile inside. Well, they always send additional tiles in the event that you happen to break one, and they do that because they want to keep the color in the same lot. So if you ever have a problem with a tile in there, and you shouldn't from any twisting or anything else because it's already got 24,000 miles on it, you'll have a replacement that'll match perfect right there. And of course, as you can see, it's never been taken out of the box. All right, up here, you can see there is our LP tank. And again, that goes nearly fully side to side. So again, no ballast issues with amounts of weight in any particular tank. And then your hydraulic unit for your slide rooms and your jacks over here. That's also on a slide tray for servicing. Up here, this is chassis electrical. And I do believe Allegro put this little warning thing in here. They don't want people spraying this out with a high pressure hose for obvious reasons. We don't want anything getting wet in there. But Allegro does use a really nice thick bulb seal on all of their compartments going around. So they really do a nice job with that. Okay. In that compartment I was just in, there is a handle to pull that will release this front slide opening right here. But now that it's open, you can see we do have the 8,000 watt Onan generator. And to the right of that is our washer fluid reservoir. So again, very easy to get to everything in here. And as you can see, that firewall is really nicely insulated up there. I got no air noise or anything out of this thing when I was driving it. It was so nice and quiet and smooth. So today, I want to show you a little thing about accessibility. So I left the slides in on purpose because I want you to see somebody my size able to walk through this thing and get to the crucial things that you want to get to, be it the kitchen, the refrigerator, the bathroom. Those are all important to be able to access while you're traveling down the road. So let's take a look at that. All right, so here we are, we're traveling down the road 60 miles an hour. Life's great, we're having fun. I can get up, I can walk back here, I can cook a meal. I can get to the refrigerator so I can get something out of there if I need to. I can easily access the bathroom over here. Those are the important things to be able to do. Nothing's blocked. You know, larger units will have say a bath and a half floor plan. And that's because you can't get to the master bath way back there in the back. Not necessary on this one. When we get to the bath, you're going to be really impressed. One of the reasons this is the #1 selling floor plan for Allegro for several years going right now. So let me turn the key on here. In fact, I'll go ahead and get us started up. Okay, you probably can't hear it, but the engine is running back there right now. I've always liked that Allegro has put these slide control switches up here on the seats. So it's natural for anybody to stand right here and see what their slides are doing. So this is a nice long slide encompassing the refrigerator, galley, and freestanding dinette. When that gets all the way to the end, you'll see how the floor drops down, becomes a single level into that really beautiful porcelain tile there. Let's do this side over here. That is an extra long sofa. I mean, it is massive right there. And that is a queen bed, hide-a-bed down inside that. Okay, now we've exposed our large living room TV and fireplace. This is the amber wood package inside this thing. Everything you see that looks like wood is wood. There's no laminates, no paper wrap, vinyl wrap, none of that stuff. This is the real deal right here. So really beautiful. And one of the things I noticed about this that, you know, maybe I've overlooked before, but I love the designers at Allegro have kind of broken up the standard look of these pushers, luxury motorhomes, by doing a little simple thing right here. They put matching wood into this ceiling array right here that kind of matches everything else really nice, but you're not just plain white all the way back. So nice offset, good contrast. It looks fantastic right there. Really like that. Wanted to mention this does have a galley extension that comes out quite a ways right here. So despite the fact that you have a huge galley already, this gives you just that much more space. Little things that I thought were impressive is the way this full depth drawer has the built-in, I mean, that's in there right now. Silverware tray, utensils for the back there, plenty of extra storage. There was an optional dishwasher for these, and I have found more people prefer the storage over the dishwasher. So if you're in that group, congratulations, you don't have to worry about that. You've got massive amount of storage space in the kitchen right here. So let's talk about that for a second. Pots and pans are an important thing to be able to carry with you. If you had a dishwasher taking up this entire space, you're obviously going to lose the ability to have a designated area for your pots and pans there. So I find that to be a huge plus. Lots of remote controls for the guys. I know you love them, so do I. So very nice there, even a remote control for that fireplace. Another thing I like that they did, that again, not all manufacturers do, is what are you going to do with these when you're using the kitchen? You've wanted to cook something over here, you wanted to use the sink. Well, what Allegro did is they have designated areas to store these things. So off to the side, still have full use of the area down below, and not going to lose those or worry about breaking them or setting them up. Let's put this on the sofa while we're, no, none of that. So huge plus there. This Whirlpool refrigerator is massive. I actually didn't look it up, but this looks like the 14.7, I want to say. Doesn't really matter. You can see for yourself. It's really big. Lots of storage in this thing. Slide trays, humidifier level. Down here in your freezer compartment, you do have an ice maker built in back there. So really, really nice. More storage in the galley over here. And then the slide out pantry. Double pantry. All right. So before I go in the bathroom, I want to show you the slide setup back here. So I've got a king bed with that memory foam mattress and is really, really comfortable. The bedroom slide here is pretty deep, or rather the bed slide is pretty deep, and then the slide across from the bed is not as deep, but having opposing slides in the bedroom and living room area, so 4 slides on this unit, gives you a really, really comfortable space to use everything you want. I think the reason this 37 PA has been the #1 floor plan for so many years running is because it's big, 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 big everywhere you look in a unit that's under 40 foot. So if you're concerned about getting into some of those restricted national or state parks, you're safe here. You're under 40 foot. It's 39 total end to end. All right, so the bedroom's completely open now, and there is a huge amount of space over here. But here's why I wanted to open the slides first. This is a dual entry bathroom right here. So as you can see, I've got access now all the way into the bedroom over there. You got your dual vanity. You've got a huge medicine cabinet mirrored up above that. So lots of space. Again, everything that looks like wood is wood, solid wood throughout. The shower in here, really nice, has a built-in seat, 1-piece fiberglass surround on that. And here's something I haven't seen in other units, and that is a cover for your skylight in the shower over here. So if you're not wanting that light coming in, but you still want a light anyway, of course you've got that right here. So really nice, just a great design. They really outdid themselves with the design on this thing. So for simplicity, you got your porcelain toilet right over here, and then right next to you, which is necessary for a lot of people, you may want to open up the vent overhead, and then you have access to turn that fan on for obvious reasons. All right, we'll close that up. A little extra storage in the bathroom over here. What a fantastic bedroom. They really, really did a nice job on this. So you may look at this and you think, well, those drawers aren't very deep. And they're not, but talk about storage-wise, look how wide they are. You can put a lot of nice things in there, you know, clothing-wise. So very easy to get to everything. Your components for your television back here, you've got obviously your Blu-ray player. This is already wired with DirecTV HD satellite up above, so you'll get your receiver for that when you subscribe to DirecTV. This, I'm gonna have to call it a clothes hamper. So I'm thinking you're gonna drop your little clothes hamper in there, get your dirty clothes out of the way, out of sight. These drawers are a little bit deeper, but still a lot of storage over here. Now this also has, which makes sense, having the washer dryer. I'm glad to see this is the Splendid brand. They're better. I won't get into my opinion too much on the other guys, but Splendid is a great product, very reliable. So having the separate units right there, right here in your bedroom. How silly is it when I see these washer dryers up near the kitchen or the galley area? Just, I don't get it. I know it's floor plan contingent, that's the only place they had, but it's not a good design. This is a good design. Okay, back here, full-length hanging closet. Easy access to the back of the washer dryer if need be. There is another array of resettable breakers back here in case you have something that has tripped a breaker. And back here in the back corner is the control for the Truma AquaGo water heater. So unlimited hot water temperature setting available on that. Up there in the front when we came in, you notice that that had the freestanding dinette, and that's an extendable table. When you extend that table out, then you can take these extra chairs right here and seat 4 comfortably up there for dining. If you're not doing that, leave these at home, have the extra space for maybe extra bedding or things that you want. All right. Another thing I noticed that this has, that's a little different than most coaches I've noticed, is the very deep slide for the bed right here gives you extremely deep storage. That's that deep up there going across the overhead of the bed. Maybe a little dark in there, but it is massive. So, like I said, big bedroom, huge sofa, amazingly huge bath right here. 4 slides gives you huge space everywhere you look. It's just, it's so well thought out. I'm very impressed with what Allegro has done on this. So to recap, this is a 2020 Allegro Red 37 PA. We just got this in a couple of days ago. We haven't run it through the shop yet, either shop. Anything we find on the chassis is going to be covered under warranty right away. But knowing that it came in looking just like this and we haven't touched it yet, this has obviously been very well taken care of. Could I find a scratch anywhere on the outside? No. Inside, it looks like brand new. So the last thing, and really one of the most important things, is the Freightliner chassis. So the Freightliner chassis on this is equipped with the V-Ride suspension in the rear, which gives you the increased tow capacity. It actually holds you in the lane nicer because you can adjust, or that thing is preset already and adjusted so it holds you on the lane with the crown of the road nice and smooth right there. Has the OptiView dash up here, which is programmable. You can change your gauges here to any style you want at the push of a button. Very simple right there. I mentioned we are 25 miles north of Denver right here. So let me go a little bit out. There's Denver, and there we are. So now you know, Frederick, Colorado, 25 miles north of Denver, right here. Like I say, we are a premier dealership. We take RV sales extremely serious. Read our reviews. We've got excellent feedback. We take care of our customers, and we deliver a really well gone through, perfectly working unit for you. No exception here. This is something you can take a lot of comfort in. So thanks for watching. Once again, Bill Hurtado, Transwest Truck Trailer RV. You can read my phone number and email down here on the bottom by now, I think. And thanks for watching. I appreciate you checking in today. Please call me and I'll tell you anything you want to know about this rig.